Hey guys, Phil Baumhart here. So for today's knife of the week, I got this custom-made Bowie knife that I made specifically for a customer. So he was looking on the Etsy web store and he saw an S-guard I had made that I had dubbed the Torreon Bowie, which that name means tower in Spanish. Little backstory on the origin of that name. When I was in New Mexico, in the town of Lincoln, which is famous for where Billy the Kid broke out of jail and shot a couple people, but they left that town actually fairly accurate to how it was in the 1800s. So it was neat to be there. But they have this tower left over from the Spanish settlers, which was called the Torreon, the tower, which was kind of a last defensive position if the town got attacked by Indians, because the Apache, I believe the Mescalero Apache, were in that area, still are in that area. But that Torreon was kind of a last defense, and that's kind of how these larger Bowie knives are as well. That's the way I see them anyways, kind of a last defense. So and also with the S-guard, it's kind of reminiscent of the Spanish influence on Bowie knives. So I thought it all fit and sounded kind of cool. So the customer was looking for something that was a little smaller than the 13-inch blade that I on the existing on the Torreon that was on the Etsy web store. So he wanted something with about a 9-inch blade and a shorter handle as well, because he wanted the short. He had a specific overall length that he was going for. So I think I met that specification, maybe a little bit bigger, but overall I'm really happy with the way this knife came out. Just one of those things, where everything kind of went right. I have a really deep curve in the handle here, and so it's got a real nice feel, and so it just feels like it's locking your hand in. So for chopping and all that, it's going to work great for that. Another little indent up there for gripping up here. He specifically asked for a little bit more of a turn down and turn up on the guard here, and then I did some brass. Did a brass collar just to help snug up the fit. Had to do a little bit of curve in the brass to match the guard. So this is another walnut handle, and the customer specifically asked for 3 pins in the handle, so I did that. And then he also wanted an unsharpened false edge, because he wants to be able to use this for like batoning and stuff like that. So real nice, handy knife, and I like this size. This is actually a pretty cool size. I'd like to make some more like this, but yeah, really happy with the way this one came out. I'm putting my maker's mark in knives now. If you've noticed, I'm actually putting that in with a Dremel. That seems to be working out pretty good. So, and so for the sheath, he was looking for something with a big belt loop, that about 3-inch wide belt loop that he could put on his gun belt, and then he also wanted a kind of an angled cant to it as well. So you can see that there. And so to do that, I angled the belt loop piece here, and so this was sticking out. So I did this little indent, this cutout here. Smooth that all out. So I think that looks pretty nice. I'm happy with the way that came out. I wasn't real sure how that would work at first, but it really paid off in the end. So really happy with the way the sheath came out. Nice colors. This is the birch oil finish with some meat oil. And then he also wanted a leg tie down point. So this little tab of leather is actually integral to the welt. So that's all one piece. The fit in the sheath itself is real snug, so that is a good fit on a sheath. I like that. I'm really happy with that. And then this little this kind of tab over retention bit there. So you don't need it right now, but as time goes on and the leather breaks in, you'll need it. So it's easy to pull off, a little bit slower to reattach that, but I like this system because you can just grab it, pull it back, and it's off, and it stays out of the way. So as you're walking around, you don't have the, and when you go to resheath the knife, you don't have this flop around, get in the way, getting cut. So anyways, just figured I'd show you guys this knife. Like I said, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. So hopefully it doesn't feel like I'm just bragging, but this just sort of goes to show this is a nice kind of collaboration between an existing knife that I had done, and then the customer had his own ideas of what he wanted. I was able to pull that off and some real nice elements that I might not have gone to, if left to my own devices. But with that kind of outside input, it's really neat to be able to come up with something new that I, wouldn't have thought to make on my own. So if you want your own knife, you can check out the Etsy web store. And you can see all the current knives that are in stock. And if you want me to make you something custom, you can always email me or message me through Facebook or Instagram. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video. Thanks for watching. And until next time, be more Viking.